Yeah, now that I'm actually thinking about it, um, none. There is not anyone. None of my dad's siblings, um, have had children that are going to carry on the Warner name. Nope, none. See, Clyde and Betty, nope, they didn't have kids. Um, Sue, of course, is female. Clyde Warner, and my dad was Charles Warner, and so yeah, it's the end of the Warners. None of my father's siblings, yeah, mostly females. Oh yeah, Jim Warner. Yeah, Lori Warner. Lori's got no kids. She hasn't had kids yet. Lori has no kids. Michael has no kids. And they're as old as I am. So there ain't no way. I don't think she's gonna. I don't know. She married some young guy, military guy, Lori Warner, and she's, I don't know. He probably doesn't want kids. I don't think she can have kids. She's my age. She's gonna be like 50. And then Michael, as far as I know, he doesn't have any kids. Just trying to think. Jane, and then of course the Jim Warner. Yeah, Jim Warner is my brother. I mean, my dad's brother. Clyde is the other one, Warner. So he only had a few males, and all the rest were females. So that's the end of the Warners. That's it. And it's just I just think it's so funny. I mean, they can talk all the shit. It's just such a horrible thing that I'm gay, but none of them had children. None of their kids had children to carry on the family name. Not one. Yeah, Sue Warner, she's up in Schuylerville, New York, yeah. Their last name was Bullard. So, they didn't have any children to carry on the family name. Not one. Mary was the only one, I think. And then he's gay now. And then, Mike and Lori Warner, but from my father's brother, Jim. So there's nobody left to carry on the family name. Unless Michael or Lori have children of their own. And they don't have any kids, as far as I know. Michael doesn't. Lori doesn't have any kids. And even if she did, she wouldn't be able to carry on the family name either. Michael, I know he doesn't have any kids. So, I just think it's the real irony, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Bitch at me because, I'm adopted, I'm not even blood related, and they want to bitch at me, because I'm gay, like, oh, it's supposed to mean something, I'm not even blood related. So, they don't have anyone to carry on, their bloodline and their family name. That's it. It's the end of the Warners. Yeah. They carry on the bloodline, maybe, but they won't be able to carry on the family name. So I have my cousins Elizabeth and Andrew on, the other Jane side, Jane and Harvey, but Harvey, that's their last name. Martine, my father's sister again. Nobody carrying on the name there. I mean, it's all girls. And they were the only three boys, Jim, Clyde, and my father. That's it. And so it's the end of the line for the Warner'S, you know. But yeah, that's about it. I just think it's very interesting, you know. It's just fascinating, you know, like how these people think, you know, they're just so that all fucking that, you know. And the fact is that, you know, they're no better than anybody else. No better than anyone else. They just think they're so much better than me, and I've ruined my life, and they're just so much better than me, and they have, you know, money and to burn and everything else, you know, and her, like Mary, my sister Mary and her husband burning, you know, $10,000 on gastric bypass surgery that doesn't even work. They're still the big fat ass people they were for the gastric bypass surgery. I mean, they're just as big and fat as they ever were. But they won't even give me a dime. They've never even given me one fucking dime to help me. Same thing with my brother. Not one fucking dime. Here, you know, I have like a complete stranger here, you know, a friend that I met she's actually, you know, gone out of her way to help me, and, you know, just been very nice, and done a lot to help me. So, you know, it's like, she's not even my family. That's really sad. And, you know, the Warner family should be, you know, absolutely ashamed of themselves, because, you know, I've done a lot to help people in my lifetime too. You know, and it wasn't because they were family, it was because, you know, they asked me for help, and I did whatever I possibly could to help them, no matter what it was. I never closed the door in anyone's face for any reason. You know, if I thought they were you know, they were a worthy cause, and, you know, that somebody I could actually help, you know, and I get an income every month. There's no reason why, you know, my family can't do a little bit to try and help me when I ask for it and need it. But this is the problem with them, and, you know, and they, like I say, are reaping exactly what they've sown in the world, you know, and that's just suits them just perfect, like a glove, just fine. And I'll be glad to see the, you know, where it goes, and from here, and, you know, the end of it, as far as my life is concerned with them and everything else, because, you know, they think they've disowned me. You know, no, I've pretty much disowned them, you know, because of the way they are, the way they've always been. Yeah, my dad was a really good guy, but the rest of my family, not so much.